Hey, it's me, Zoe, and as you can see by the fancy bar that was just across the screen, I am drawing one of my OCs. And I'm gonna be talking about the OCs in this video. Wow! It's almost like I planned this. Okay, not gonna lie though, I was actually originally gonna do a voiceover over this speed paint of Lucas from Stranger Things, and then I was like, wait, Zoe, you're doing a video about how to make OCs. Why are you going to use someone else's character? Shouldn't you be using your own? And I was like, brain, that makes a lot of sense. But you know what? It's fine. Now I don't look stupid. Yay. Anyway, I'm just gonna get into this. So, I just want to say before I start going into specifics of how I go about creating my characters that this is just my method. It's called How I Make OCs because it's just that. It's how I make them. And the way that I go about making and developing my characters might not work for you, and that's completely fine. Artists have to figure out their own ways of doing things, and that's completely okay. If my advice here doesn't end up helping you, that's cool. And you know what? I'm not a professional. So don't try to think, oh, I've got to follow what this random YouTuber is saying. No, you don't. That's silly. I'm just here to try to help you guys a little bit, but I'm not saying I'm some god, because I'm really not. I'm really not. Anyway, now that that thing is out of the way, I'm gonna start talking about what you're actually here for. So, the first thing I like to do when I'm creating characters is write down their likes and dislikes. I find this to actually be very helpful because likes and dislikes can really tell you a lot about your character. For example, if you say that they like sports, that says that your character is athletic, or that at least they strive to be. If you say that your character dislikes studying, that can say that they have a hard time in school, or that they just don't like long periods of work. Likes and dislikes are also good just because they simply give your characters hobbies and interest, and those types of things help to make your characters feel more human. We all have things we're interested in, we all have things we enjoy doing, and your character should too. Once I've gotten their likes and dislikes down, I start writing down some of their personality traits and just aspects of their personality in general so I can get an idea of, how to actually write them in the story. I mean, obviously a character who, is very careful and cautious will act differently than a character who is very impulsive. And those are just two personality traits, so you definitely should think about what your character's personality is like. I'm not saying to write down this whole long essay about your character's personality, because that's a little ridiculous, but just enough traits and stuff that you can get an idea of who they are, what they're like, what they do, all of that good stuff. Once I'm done with that, I go in and I write down what I call other facts about my characters, which is basically just stuff that didn't fit in the last two categories. So, if my character is adopted, I'll write that down. If my character skipped a grade, I'll write that down. Just random little facts about their lives, basically. After I'm through with all of that, I've basically got everything I want down about who my character is as a person, what their personality is like, and all of that kind of stuff. I don't typically do, super detailed stuff. And by super detailed, I mean I don't usually write down things that wouldn't come up in the story, so I don't usually write down what my character's favorite show is, or who my character's favorite music artist is. And it's not that I'm against that, I think that stuff is super fun to do. The thing is, though, they can get a little distracting, at least for me. I think that if I get too caught up in that stuff, it distracts me from writing the actual story or making more characters or, anything along those lines. And, I might write down that stuff at some point for fun, but typically I try not to write it down while I'm just, first developing the characters, because again, I don't want to distract myself. If it doesn't distract you, cool, you can do it. Again, this is all just my method. After that, I do this thing that I call, basic info about my characters, and basically that's just what their age is, what grade they're in, if they're still in school, what they look like, just basic things. So now here's the big question. Am I done after that? Well, yes. But actually, no. I hope I actually got that meme in the right order. It's possible I didn't, okay? If I didn't, y'all can shame me off the internet. I mean, it's like a dead meme anyway, so I'm probably already gonna be shamed, but like it's fine. Anyway, what I mean by like not actually being done is that like something I've found from like my experience of like writing stories and stuff is that as you're like going about writing your actual story, you'll find out things about your characters that you didn't even originally think of. For example, my character Jessie, I love her so much, by the way, guys. Like, please go on my Instagram and like all my pictures of Jessie because she is a queen. I'm sorry, I love my characters so much. They're my children, okay, guys? They're my children, even though they're like basically the same age as me. They're still my children, okay? You can have children who are your own age. Sometimes a family can be you and a bunch of fictional characters that you created that are like 1 year younger than you. Just saying. Anyway, um, I was gonna give an example of what I was talking about. So anyway, um, what I was trying to say is my character Jessie, one of her traits is that she's easily annoyed. And that's not actually something I originally planned. It's just something that sort of happened while I was writing the story. And I feel like it's just kind of natural for you to figure some things out as you're going along with the story. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, although I might be done like writing crap down, like in my outline, there's still a lot of crap that can be written down in the actual story. Yeah. Y'all, when I go online and I look at quotes from authors, they're like also like well phrased and stuff, and then there's just me who's like crap in the outline, crap in the actual story. When I think about these things, it really makes me wonder if I'll ever actually get published. But anyway, that's about all I have to say about like how I write characters and like how I create characters and all that stuff. Hopefully this video was helpful to you in some way. I don't know if it was. I'm not like a professional teacher or anything. I'm just some random girl on the internet. Uh, but yeah, if it did help, you guys can subscribe and hopefully I'll be making more videos like this. I say hopefully because I upload on here really inconsistently, but I'm hoping to get more consistent, which I say at the end of like every video, and then I never actually upload consistently. Alright, that's enough. Bye guys.